My name is Sally. I want to tell you what it was like for me and my family when our house was flooded. It had been raining a lot when someone knocked on our door at 6 a.m. saying, "It's up to your front porch." It was scary. When I saw the water was rising, I packed 2 emergency suitcases in case we had to go. But my mum didn't think it was going to happen and had to pack at the last minute.
Sally is right to be worried. Even if her parents were not initially concerned, she felt she had to take action and get ready to leave her home if need be. What would help Sally and her family in this situation?
After moving out, we ended up living in hotels for 8 weeks. I figured we'd probably be going out to eat, so packed some fancy outfits. But I didn't think to pack my school stuff and had to go in the next day with no school uniform. The people at the hotel were really kind, but the food there was so expensive, and we also had to pay for Wi-Fi. We were all cramped up into this one room. It was worse for my dad, as the bathroom wasn't accessible for him. It was so frustrating.
Sally is worried and angry. She feels like her family isn't being given the support they need. What would help Sally and her family in this situation?
It's really sad in the house now. It's totally stripped out, quite bare, and I don't like it. We put things up high in plastic boxes, but some of them toppled over and stuff got ruined. Everyone down our road had a skip and it was always full to the brim. Everything else was just taken away in storage. I cried so much because everything you've known for so long is just taken away and you don't get it back for ages. I packed some sentimental things, but I didn't get everything. Like a little china pot from my nan. It's probably been damaged badly and the paint's probably peeling off because it's plaster. But it's the only thing I have to remember her, really.
Sally is upset about what has happened to her family's home and possessions, and anxious about when she might be reunited with her things. What would help her and her family at this point?
We're living in a rental house now, next to this really nice older couple. He's like the granddad I never had. It's going to take a while to sort out our house. We want to raise it up a few feet, so if the floods do come again, it's not going to affect us. We'll have one of those rising chairs for my dad so he can get up there. But it means that we can't do stuff like we normally do, like go on holiday or to the shops or the cinema, because you have to save your money for the new house. It's frustrating, because we're not going to be back in there for ages and it's costing us so much money to do it. One idea we had was getting the builder to put our names in the wall at our house. It's like we're leaving our mark, so in the future it'll show that we live there. We did all this.
Sally is worried about the financial impact the crisis is having on her family, but she understands the value of trying to build back a more flood-resilient home. What would help her and her family right now? Sally's flood story reveals problems that are often not seen by friends, teachers or emergency planners, and it highlights the need for policymakers and practitioners to be more responsive to the specific needs of flood-affected people.
I shared my story during a research project about the experiences of flood-affected children. As part of the project, I spoke directly to politicians in Parliament about how flooding can affect people with disabilities, so they could hear what it's like and do more to help. Now you've heard my story, what more do you think needs to be done to help families like mine before, during and after flooding?